Hello and welcome to the Gifford Gymnasium. My name is Orren King, joined alongside Aaron Hook and Luca Yanuzzi, here to watch the Pascack Valley take on our Wayne Hills Patriots. And let's get right in to our starting five of the night, starting out with Jake Belli, Pulas Thacker, Nebi Ademi, Brett Wood, and Jason Sanfilippo. And I mean, guys, let's talk about this team for a little bit. Not many expectations starting out the season. New head coach, 4 new starters. A lot of questions passed around, but they came out and they dominated.
Right, with a regular season record of 17-6, Dylan, this team is dominant, 7-3 in the conference. And this state tournament is really big because last year, remember, they made it all the way to the state semifinal game in Demorest against Demorest. That game went to 4 overtimes, and they're looking to, repeat their success from last year and even go further in this one. So this team had a lot of regular season success. Like you said, new coach Rob Tarsich coming in first year, taking over for Kevin Grimes after a long tenure with the Patriots. You have 4 new starters this year. This team really wasn't expected to go that far. And like you said, once again, they really had a lot of success in the regular season, and they made it all the way to the semifinal round of the county tournament. So they were really a good team this season, and they'll look to duplicate it right here.
Oh, I couldn't agree with you more, Aaron. This team has definitely pulled through so much this season. And this team being led by number 5, Jake Belli, who is with 17.8 points per game, who has been leading this team. His brother led this team last season, but now that he's out of his brother's shadow, he's taken the lead of this team and has definitely been doing a great job of it.
And speaking of Jake Belli, let's move into our 2 players to watch tonight. Of course, Jake Belli, as you mentioned, Luca, but also Pulas Thacker, one of our best defenders on the team. I mean, of course, everybody on our team knows how to defend pretty well, but this guy has really been proving himself this season.
Right, Pulas stepped into the starting role this year alongside Nebi Ademi down low. He's done a really good job. He's doing everything that you want your center to do. He gets a lot of rebounds. He's an excellent shot blocker underneath. He protects the rim really well. He's done a nice post game, and guys know when to get the ball to him. He runs a really good pick and roll with the guards. He's tough. He plays tough. He plays big, and he's a really good foul shooter, which honestly is a pretty underrated trait for big guys, because most of them can't shoot free throws that well. That's really the stereotype in basketball, but Pulas pushes that out the window. He does everything you want your center to do on a successful team, and I think he's really been proving himself. Like you said, he's proven himself to be a really key part of this Wayne Hills team.
And of course, a team of 5 starters is nothing without its bench. Luca, how about you point somebody out on the bench that might come into this game and might have a pretty big impact?
Well, someone that I definitely like to point out is Michael Joyce. Michael Joyce has been coming off this bench in a lot of these games so far for this Wayne Hills team, coming on for someone, and he's been pulling through, playing just as good as if he were a starter.
All right, and that's it for now. We will check back in at the start of this matchup. And welcome back to the Gifford Gymnasium. So with me right now, I've got Aaron Hook. And Aaron, what's your thinking for Hills' game plan just coming into this game?
Well, Dylan, I mean, you look at Pascack Valley, they come in as really the lower seed. And Hills, for them, it's really all about perspective, because we mentioned in the pregame that they really had low expectations. Not low expectations, but not a lot of expectations, you would say. And now we're here in late February, and they're hosting a state tournament game, which is pretty impressive in itself. So tonight, I think they should just look to play their game, do what they've been doing all season, and really just try and be themselves, be comfortable. Don't try and do anything outside of the ordinary.
It sounds like a solid way to go into it. I mean, Hills has to be thinking right now, they're coming to this game as the superior force. Don't change your game plan starting it out. Thacker doesn't come away with a tip-off. Pascack Valley will start off with the ball. Movement towards the left side. Some knee passing, wide open 3, no good. Rebounded by Sanfilippo. Belli driving. Pass to Sanfilippo. Pass to Wood. Nebby for 3, no good. Gets his own rebound and puts it in for 2. Hills gets the first points of the game.
Hills right away in the press look, but didn't force a violation on Pascack Valley.
Now it's Pascack Valley attacking aggressively. Well, looks like they really want to respond. Passing inside, out to the left, drive. Shot is blocked by Sanfilippo. And great awareness there by Sanfilippo to get his hand just in time. Pass inside. Wide open. Didn't take the shot. Yet again wide open. They are just creating shot after shot. 2-point shot is no good. Now out to Belli, driving. Out to Ademi. Goes up again. 4 points already.
Good job by Nebby to run the floor.
Wood almost gets a hand on it there. Almost comes away with the steal. Makes a pass out wide. Shot is off. Belli to Thacker. To Wood. Belli was double teamed there for a while. Belli for 2. Shot is off.
Yeah, looks like defender money down a piece of it. Way off to the left.
Shot for 3. No good. Belli with the rebound. Pass out to Sanfilippo. Shot for 2, no good, but Thacker able to get the rebound, put it in.
Look at Thacker and Nebby. They're all over the boards early. All over the glass. Nebby down an offensive rebound and put his own miss back in, and now Pulas with an offensive putback.
Driving inside. Shot for 2 is way off. Sanfilippo for 3. Shot is no good. And that pass goes way over his fellow teammate's head, straight out of bounds.
Pascack Valley, it's a little bit out of their element right now. Maybe it's the nerves of coming into the different gymnasium, playing a road game in the state tournament, but they're going to have to settle down and get some better shots soon.
And, 4 minutes, 52 seconds left. Hills is up 6-0 to start out this matchup. Thacker inside. Ademi comes up with the rebound. Thacker inside yet again. Out to Wood. Shot for 2, can't go down. Goes to Pascack Valley. And we'll draw the foul from the reach in there. Main thing I want to point out, silence.
Not a ton of spectators in the different gymnasium tonight.
That shot for 2 is also no good. 4 minutes, 8 seconds. Pascack Valley still has yet to score. Ademi for 3. No good. Thacker comes up with the rebound. And Ademi comes up with the rebound. Finally puts it in. Hills goes up 8-0. And there's a timeout whistle blown. 3 minutes, 47 seconds. Pascack Valley, 0, nothing, nada, 0. They've got nothing. Hills has 8, and they're in the lead.
Well, it's really the worst case scenario for Pascack Valley, and I think the main difference is you see Hills, they're working it inside, they're getting it to Pulas, and Nebby, he hasn't gotten any post looks like Pulas has, but he's doing work on the offensive boards and getting he's creating his own shots right now by crashing the glass. On Pascack Valley, they don't really have a set guy they want to run their offense through right now. I think in that last timeout that they took just now, they really have to establish what guy's going to set the tempo, what guy's going to set the pace for them. I mean, it's 8-0. They really got to find their stride soon.
And I'm sorry, let's be completely honest here. It's not like Pascack Valley had no opportunity to score any points there. There were some shots that should have gone down that were completely wide open and did not go down. Wide open yet again. Still does not take the shot. Tipped by Ademi. Now he's running. Layup is good. Hills goes up 10-0 in the first quarter. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Shot for three. No good. Thacker on the rebound. Ademi wide open. Ademi to Belli. Now it's Ademi inside. Up for two. Goes in. 12-0. Hills so far with only 2 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Perfect game in the first quarter.
That Nebby might score 30 tonight, Dylan. But once again, you see Pascack Valley, their offense is stagnant. They're not running any sets. They're not having a guy set the pace. They're really just taking what Hills is giving them, and they're not giving them much.
Inside. Layup finally goes in. Pascack Valley's first points of the night. And still a 10-point gap between these two teams. Send flip to Belli. Belli driving. Doesn't go up for two. Ademi able to strip it. Sanfilippo was able to come away with the ball there. Off a great strip by Ademi. Foul called. Ball will go back to Pascack Valley. A minute 17 remaining. The score 12-2 in the first quarter. Pascack Valley just trying to set something up, but Hills defense just not letting him get anything off. Three-point shot. Sunk in. Score now 12-5. 47 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Belli up the middle. Thacker gets the rebound. Not able to get the second one. 25 seconds remaining. Trying to set up the open shot. 7 seconds remaining. Gets the layup. That's the first quarter. The score 12-7. And so now Pascack Valley is in a position where they might be able to stage a comeback, especially after those last couple of points that they were putting up.
Well, I mean, they got two big buckets at the end of the quarter there, and now they're making it interesting. Only a 5-point game, 12-7. And even though, Hills was up 10-0 to start, I mean, the momentum has shifted. You can see right after the buzzer sounded, this entire Pascack Valley team is hyped up. I mean, they've cut the lead to 5 after what seemed like Hills could have gotten off to a 20-0 lead if they didn't figure something out soon, and they did. And that last shot by Jade Wolf, number 32 on Pascack Valley, nice fake in the lane, and then driving and finishing with the left hand. That's a nice move, but that also gets the bench fired up. Did you hit a guy with a pump fake and finish with your left hand? That's going to get the bench fired up.
Well, it's one of the things that Pascack Valley needed to do. They needed to get their team into it, and they needed to get some points on the board, and they managed to do that. No matter how you look at it, it doesn't even matter that Hills was in a dominant lead in the beginning. Pascack Valley came and put a quite significant dent in that lead. They could come into this second quarter, they could cause a lot of trouble if Hills can't adjust.
And even still, it doesn't really seem to matter that Hills is dominant right now. Pascack Valley is still motivated to look to score more points.
San Filippo to Belli. I'm sorry, not Belli, Ademi. Draws the contact. And that'll send Ademi to the line for 2. Ademi's first. And that goes down. Now for a second. Doesn't go down. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Early 3 taken. No good. Rebounded by Pascack Valley. Another 3. Also no good. Rebounded by Ademi. Belli looking to drive. Now it's Thacker. Intercepted pass. Not probably the greatest pass to take there, but ends up with Pascack Valley getting retention back. Ademi gets a hand in there, blocks the pass. 7 minutes, 6 seconds remaining. The score 13-7. Another 3. No good. Rebounded by Belli. He's driving out to San Filippo for 3. And in. 16-7 with 6 minutes, 48 seconds remaining.
And I've never heard this gym so silent after a 3 was just drained.
Well, to be honest, I've never heard the bench more than the crowd. And a nasty fumble there results in Belli getting the ball. Layup doesn't go down. And Joyce just not able to keep the ball in bounds, but that could have easily resulted in points going down for Hills. Shot for 3 is no good. Thacker with the rebound. Also have to mention earlier, you know, I'm hoping that Belli's ankles are looking okay because that was a nasty slide. Now it's Thacker to Belli. Draws the foul. Ball will go back to Hills. Thacker comes out. JP Lemchek checks in. Also now going to mention Michael Joyce checking in for Brett Wood. Almost loses retention of the ball there.
He's got to hurry. He did it across the line.
But hey, I mean, that's what Joyce does best. He knows how to drive. Ref actually calls it in favor of Pascack Valley. The score is 16-7, 5 minutes 39 seconds remaining. And Hill's just playing aggressive defense.
But even so, Dylan, you see now Pascack Valley doing a better job of working the ball around, creating better looks for themselves.
Inside block, blocked by Michael Joyce. Now it's Ademi up for two and in. Ademi's been on fire tonight.
Yeah, he's running the floor really well. He's playing good in transition, finishing at the rim too.
18-7 with 5 minutes remaining. Bad pass by Pascack Valley. You can see the passion in Pascack Valley's coach right now. He is angry.
Well, he knows it's really an underdog situation, but, you know, he's trying to fire up his team. They had it down to 5, and now Hill's on a 6-0 run. He's trying to get his team to try and spark another one of those runs and close this gap a little bit.
Time check to Belli. No good. Ademi recovers. Wood for three. No good. Joyce gets a hand on it, but it goes out of bounds. That'll be going back to Pascack Valley. You know, I'm just going to say now, just for the record, game keeps going like this, I'm just going to bring back Charles Njoku. In the middle for two. Good. Pascack Valley finally putting up some points. Score 18-9. 4 minutes, 1 second remaining. JP Lemchuk driving. Layup for two is no good. Hills will get retention of the ball. Immediate foul called on Pula Stacker.
Yeah, they're going to call that every time, the walk, because he moved his feet, stood his feet before he had possession of the ball, so ref's going to get you for that every time.
Wide open three. Goes in. The score now 18-12. 3 minutes, 28 seconds remaining. San Filippo looking to check back in. And check driving out to Wood. Now Joyce. Now it's Joyce driving. Draws the contact. That'll send Joyce to the line.
And that's just Joyce going to the rim really with a lot of firepower. Just he was cut off. He never really did anything to the rim, but he did a good job of at least putting a shot up, and he drew the foul.
Joyce's first of the night. Nice clean shot. Ademi checks in for JP. Joyce's second shot. Also nice. He's 2 for 2 on the night. And Joyce will check out. Jason Sanfilippo will check in. Three minutes, 12 seconds remaining. The score 20-12 in the second quarter. Yet again, Pascack Valley just moving the ball around, trying to create some open space. Shot for three, no good. Rebounded by Wood. Belli driving. Pass to Wood, now it's Wood driving. To Sanfilippo for three. No good, but rebounded by Thacker, who puts it in for 2. Hills goes up 22-12. Now it's Ademi to Belli, back to Ademi, up for 2, no good.
Lost his footing.
Belli is able to take it away, give it back to Ademi to Sanfilippo, who finally puts it up for 2, and there's the timeout call.
Nice ball movement on that last play. Jay diving for it. Nebby finds Sanfilippo run under the bucket.
Well, you know, it's just good awareness by Belli to be able to get there in time, hand it off to Ademi, and for Ademi to see Sanfilippo across. It's perfect.
It's also a hustle play. Gets your team fired up, like I said earlier. And, you know, you got to respect how Jade Belli is he's so fluid in his game because he's such a good jump shooter and he's such a good finisher at the rim, but he's also willing to get on the floor and make hustle plays. I mean, that's why he's the leader of this team. He got on the floor, made a diving hustle play, kind of bounced it just on the floor to Nebby, and Nebby found Sanfilippo right under the bucket. So, really nice effort from Belli there.
And, you know, let's talk about one of these guys who's been having probably one of the best games, at least from I've seen from him. Nebby Ademi. This guy's been on fire ever since the beginning of this game.
Yeah, well, what he's doing is, like I said, he's running out in transition, and he's finishing around the rim, and he's also getting a lot of offensive rebounds, which are pretty much 3 things that he is really good at. But particularly in this game, he's getting it behind and ahead of the defense and finishing really well at the rim. So you're right, Dylan. He's having a really, really nice game.
Pascack Valley just passing and passing and passing. Minute 56 remaining. And a really bad pass there. And you can see the Pascack Valley head coach is in flames about that one. A lot of contact there against Belli. Minute 52 remaining in the first half. Hills up 24-12. Belli driving. Ball will go to Belli and the Patriots, but Sanfilippo to Belli. Belli for 3. Nice clean shot. Under pressure as well. Can't get much better than that. Shot for 3. No good. Rebounded by Belli. Sanfilippo for 3. No good. A lot of contact there. Ball will go the way of Pascack Valley. Minute 12 remaining, the score 27-12. And just Pascack Valley just looking to try something. Inside 2 is good.
It's a good look, though. Dump it off inside, little 3-footer. That's what Pascack Valley needs to do more. They got to work the ball inside, get better looks.
40 seconds remaining. Belli driving. Outside to Thacker. Actually looked like it was going to Sanfilippo, but Pascack Valley able to lay up for 2 off the error. Demi Sanfilippo out to Wood. Layup for 2 is good. And now you can just hear Pascack Valley. 10 seconds remaining. Looking to make a shot. Needs to make one now. Can't get the buzzer beater. That'll be the end of the half. The score 29-16. And I mean, let's be frank here. This has been Hills in a very good form, and just Pascack Valley trying to catch up.
Yeah, well, Pascack Valley really hasn't still established themselves. They've had some nice possessions where they've worked the ball inside and gotten good looks underneath, and they've knocked down a few three-pointers, but it's just really the defensive end that's killing them. Jake Belli is doing such a good job of penetrating the defense, really making the defense collapse, and he's finding guys all over the place, and guys are really doing their job. Nebi and Poulos on the offensive glass. Everyone's working to their full potential right now, and that's why Hills is a 13-point lead at the half.
We've seen so far in this first half, it seems like everyone is at the top of their game right now. Like you said, Jake Belli, people giving people passes like Nebi Ademi. Nebi Ademi throughout these playoffs has just been a rising star for this team. Same with Poulos Thacker, putting up great layups, getting points on for this Wayne Hills team. Pretty much been so dominant over the first course of this half of this game.
Well, we'll see if any of that can carry over to the second half. We're going to take a short break. We will be right back. All right, we're clear. Yeah, we're going to start yeah, just get ready to start having some fun. There's no reason to keep up the look now. We're going to start. If you want to start cracking some jokes, go ahead. Just make them decent. Don't go too far. PG. Yeah, keep it nice and easy. Sam can go over and ask Charles if he just wants to be on. Because at this point, why not? Have a free second half. Why not? Oh, watch out. They don't almost do it. This is why I invite Charles on. Because he is one of the funniest motherfuckers out there. He said he might, so if he wants to, he can. If he does, I'm just gonna. Well, first of all, if he does come on, we're gonna congratulate him for for going to declare for UCLA.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Oh, how appropriate. put on their hands that actually affect food, stuff like dribbling, shooting, basketball. Yeah. Yeah, but what could you even put on there? Tighten up the muscles in your arm? Yeah, I guess. Maybe. I can't do it. I'm going to start at 10. 3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome back to the Gifford Gymnasium. My name is Orren King, joined alongside Aaron Hook and Luca Yanuzzi. Second half will be beginning shortly. Starting 5 for Hills now walking on the court. And guys, I mean, Hills right now, the score is 29-16. Is there anything that Hills could do to lock down this game?
Well, Dylan, I think what they have to do is just continue what they've done in the first half. I mean, they didn't really shoot a lot of threes, which I think it actually helps Hills in this situation. If you're playing a good team, you need to be able to knock down some shots, but...
And immediately Hills responding. Nebbia Demi going up for 2. It only took them 5 seconds to score.
And there you go. They worked the ball inside and get Nebbia good luck. They need to continue doing that to extend this lead and lock up this game.
And sorry, Luca, you didn't even get a chance to speak. We'll be coming back to him shortly. But for right now, Pascack Valley going on the offensive. And, I mean, one of the things we've definitely seen from Pascack Valley is not great passing.
Yeah, they have turned the ball over a number of times. They got to really focus up and limit the turnovers here in this second half.
Open 3. No good. 3 guys on Belli just to get him to not drive. Now it's Belli driving forward. Loses possession of the ball. Turns it over to Pascack Valley. Oh, they're looking to respond. Driving towards the middle. Layup bounces straight off the edge. Now it's Sanfilippo for 3. No good. But a Demi with the rebound. Ref calls it in favor of Pascack Valley, but yeah, I'm not exactly sure if I agree necessarily with that one.
Tough call to make when the ball deflects out of bounds, but ref had a better angle.
Shot is bad. Sanfilippo. Makes a call, we'll send Sanfilippo to the line. And now Sanfilippo's first shot from the line. No good. Now for his second. Is good. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Outside could have taken the 3. Takes the three. Goes in. The score 32-19. 6 minutes, 5 seconds remaining.
Now Pascack Valley needs to string together a series of stops.
And now very quickly welcoming on Charles Njoku, wide receiver for the Wayne Hills Patriots football team. By the way, congratulations on getting into UCLA.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate being here. Special guest. Honestly, I'm just looking for a good game. I'm looking for a good game in basketball. We have 2 great teams competing here. I love it. So I just want to wish them the best. And go Wayne Hills, of course.
Well, you know, looking at this game, I mean, the score is 32-19. You're calling it a good game, but it might be a good game for Hills, not so much for Pascack Valley.
That's what we want, right? That's exactly what we want, to be honest.
Very true. 3 taken by Pascack Valley. No good. Rebounded by Ademi.
Should I start freestyle now? You want to? All right. All right, listen. All right, someone give me a beat real quick. So I need a beat. Someone give me a beat? Go ahead.
What happened?
Go ahead, give Charles a beat.
Give me a beat?
A beat? Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not the best at that, but all right. I got you.
I got you. Yeah. I'ma do me. I'm CC. I'm undefeated, man. You cannot beat it. I'm walking through the park like a dog with a bark. That was a
So
special gift
close,
by
and
me.
ironically, in the same amount of time, still, nothing has happened in the game of significance.
Word, exactly. I appreciate being here. Thank you so much. And 4's up.
Of course, and special thank you to Charles Njoku. Always love to have him on the calls. Now it's Pascack Valley just looking to set something up. Takes the three. No good. Rebounded by Ademi. Will go back to Hills, but 4 minutes, 31 seconds remaining. Score 32-19, and you know, at one point, I hate to say it, it almost gets kind of hard to watch.
And Dylan, just you may say that, but if this lead extends enough, and these starters really play their butts off for the rest of this quarter, and this lead extends, we could see the guys who don't usually play get in, and we could see a little bit of what next year's team might be. So it might be interesting to watch that if this lead does grow larger.
Thacker inside. Puts it up for two. Goes in. And hey, Aaron, I've just got a quick question for you. You ever heard in high school basketball if there's a mercy rule or not? Because, man, I'm thinking the refs might start calling it soon.
I mean, you looked up. It's only 15, but, I mean, you'd be surprised that it's only 15. Right? Like, you feel like Hills is up to 25, but it's only 15. Pascack Valley's not playing all that bad, but I do have a feeling that Hills is going to start extending their lead a little bit more. But honestly, Pascack Valley is not playing an awful game.
Three goes up. Goes in. Thanks for jinxing it, Aaron, but that'll put the score 34-22. 3 minutes, 39 seconds remaining. Belli immediately goes in. Lays one up for two. That's pretty much something we've also seen consistently throughout the matchup. Pascack Valley puts something up on the board. Hills immediately responds.
Right, and the counter for Pascack Valley, they haven't been able to respond to Hills when they score, so they need to do that here.
Another three taken. No good. Belli sets it up to Wood. Goes up for two. Lays it in. That's the timeout called by Pascack Valley. And it started out with Nebby, and it just translated to the whole team.
Yeah.
Everybody on this Wayne Hills Patriots lineup has got a fire in them this game.
I mean, and like I said a moment ago, I think these guys really want to get the guys who usually don't play some playing time, so they want to extend this lead a little bit. They're playing for their teammates, and I mean, it's not. I want to call it running up the score, but they want to show that they're really a dominant team, and we know that they were dominant during the regular season. They had a 7-3 conference record, which is very good, but they just really want to show that they're the more dominant team here tonight.
Yeah, now finally we can get back to Luca Yanuzzi starting all the way back from the beginning of the second half. But, Luca, what do you think coming into this game that, or at least for right now, Hills can do to just really put this away? I mean, the score is 38-22 right now. 3 minutes remaining in the third. What can they do?
Well, if I can't say that the game has been pretty much near put away already, what Hills needs to do is just keep their defense up, keep them in focus, and though they are up by a massive lead, they can't let this game get out of control. They need to keep their team in focus and keep this defense preventing Pascack Valley from scoring any more points.
And, you know, if there's somebody I want to point out from Pascack Valley who's actually been doing pretty well this game, number 3, Max Yellen, has been knocking down some shots. Sure, he's missed some, but he's been pretty consistent.
Yeah, those threes, he shot them from pretty deep, too, and they're actually keeping Pascack Valley in the game, so kid's having a pretty good night, and he's keeping Pascack Valley relatively, you know, with at least a fighting chance here.
Yeah, it's just almost upsetting that, you know, one guy's doing great, but then on the other team, all 5. I mean, compare it like that, it's almost no competition.
Number 32, Jade Wolf, is playing pretty good for Valley, too. So they got guys who are contributing. It's just they haven't been able to put it all together.
And yet again, it's just Pascack Valley just looking to spread out the Hills defense. Goes up for 3. Actually nails it under pressure.
That's Wolf out of the corner.
That's Valley just applying pressure. Sorry to cut you off there, but Belli driving forward. Tipped away. 2 minutes, 7 seconds remaining in the third quarter. Hills up 38-25.
See, now it's only a 13-point game. I mean, we've seen crazier things happen. Game's not over yet.
Well, I mean, I've said it for a very long time now. Pretty much ever since I first came on a recording. The game's not over until the clock hits 0. Speaking of, 3 nailed by Pascack Valley. That could be the 3 that really turns this game around. No and 1 for Jake Belli, but did draw the foul, and just like that has the potential to slow down the advances that Pascack Valley just gained.
Yeah, I mean, and this team has life now. The bench is back into it just in the beginning of the game. I mean, Pascack Valley is playing with a newly lit fire under them, so only a 10-point game now.
Well, now it's Belli to the line. First shot, no good. Second shot. Goes in. Now it's Pascack Valley looking to set it up. Wide open for the 3. Knocked in again. 39-31 with 1:25 remaining. Pascack Valley is ever so slowly closing this gap up.
Yeah, for the first time in a while, it's a single-digit game, so.
Wood for 2 is no good. Driving forward. Layup is good. 39-33. 50 seconds remaining. And just like that, Pascack Valley is now back in this game. They're beginning to make it competitive again. Belli to Wood. To Sanfilippo. 26 seconds. Belli driving. To Wood. Back to Belli. 18 seconds. Driving forward to Ademi. Goes in for 2. 10 seconds remaining in the third quarter. They need to put the ball up.
Gotta get a good one, though. Ooh.
Pascack Valley will get the ball. 6 seconds remaining. The score 41-33. Shot for three, no good. 2 seconds remaining. Can Bella get the shot off? He can. Can't sink it. So close, but going into the fourth quarter, the score 41-33, and a big gap closed by Pascack Valley.
Well, don't think they're going to come into this fourth quarter. Then they don't have work to do. They still have they still got a lot of work to do. Down 8, and now Wayne Hills is going to play really, really aggressive, knowing that they had close to a 20-point lead at one point, and now it's 8. It's single digits, and a bunch of big-time threes knocked down there by Pascack Valley. So they fought hard. They've gotten themselves at least relatively back into this game now.
And, for Pascack Valley, the thing that got them back in this game was that three-point shot. It started out with Max Yellen, and then it just went straight to everybody else on their team. Everybody on their team at one point was just knocking down shots like it was nothing. For Hills, they need to step up on defense, in my opinion. Where is that defense to be able to block that shot? We've seen Thacker be able to block shots left, right, and center, no matter where it came from. Where did that go?
I think it's just the momentum and the confidence that Pascack Valley's gained now. They knocked down a couple shots and they said, "Hey, we're not out of this. We can do this." And then Hills, when a team is confident and they're hitting shots, it feels like you're hopeless. Even when you're up 20, they start mounting a comeback. It really feels like you're helpless and hopeless. Like, your whole team is out of it and the other team is really fired up and they're playing with a lot of confidence. Not a good feeling, but Hills going into this fourth quarter with an 8-point advantage, they got to, just retain the lead. They just got to be who they were in the first half, and they should be able to come away with this one.
Well, we're now finally heading into the last 8 minutes of the game. Pascack Valley just looking to get something started. Could have had a pass inside, actually. Driving inside. Couldn't go up for it. Now driving. Bad pass. Thacker ends up with it. And now Hills has the ball. Wood to Belli. Now to Ademi. Belli driving. No good for two. Ademi gets it. Sends it to Wood. Sanfilippo driving again. Draws the contact and one. Belli's shot is good. The score 44-33. 6 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. 3-point shot by Yellen is no good. A lot of contact there.
Yeah, not the best shot selection there. I know you want to hit a big time three to, spark the bench a little bit, but a three from that distance with this much time left, there's no shot clock. You're only down 10. 11. You're going to get a better look than that, honestly, if you're Pascack Valley.
Sanfilippo checks out. Michael Joyce checks in, and Ademi goes up for a layup. No good. Joyce gets it back. And a block on the layup prevents the 2 points. 3-point shot is no good. Rebounded by Thacker. Now it's Thacker inside. Timeout called, and 5 minutes, 44 seconds remaining, and, you know, sure, the game's not the closest. It's Pascack Valley down by 11 to Hills, but it feels like the game is more intense now, because it feels like if Hills screws up in the slightest way, Pascack Valley is just going to jump on that and come straight back.
Yeah, because we've seen it before. We saw Pascack Valley make a big run, so now it feels like, you know, even though it is a double-digit game, it feels like you said, Dylan, at any point, Pascack Valley just start knocking down a couple shots, and they could work their way back in and make this a really close and really interesting game.
Well, you know, they made the game competitive again. It made this game of basketball feel like a real game of basketball. And if anything, you know, you got to appreciate them for that. And if anything, if they've got the intensity enough to bring this game back, you know, I may be from Hills, but screw it, going ahead. I mean, if anything now, I want to see them make it competitive again, because I think they can do it.
I mean, we had, you know, Hills in a near 20-point lead. I mean, we were running Charles on. I mean, game looked like Hills puts up another series of buckets, and this one's over. But now they've grinded. They've gotten their way back into this game with some big-time shots, and let's see if they can do it again.
Belli to Wood. Now to Belli. Shot for two is good. 46 to 33. 5 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. Going inside, shot for two. Draws the contact. Gets the foul. First shot is no good from the line. Second shot. Goes in. He's 1 for 2 on the night. Belli to Joyce. Out to Thacker. Rebounded by Joyce. Draws the foul. And that'll send Joyce to the line again. 46 to 34, 5 minutes, 11 seconds remaining. Joyce's first shot is in. Can he nail the second? He can. He's 3 for 4 on the night. Five minutes remaining. Shot for three by Yellen is in.
Nice shot.
Need passing by Hills. Wood to Belli. And back to Wood. Shot for two. No good, but rebounded by Ademi. That was...
Yeah, looks like he took a shot to the head.
Yeah, that was some pretty obvious contact there. Surprised that didn't get called. Joyce's shot eventually goes in, but come on, we got to talk about that contact on Ademi's head. That should have been called.
Ref's going to call that a play on at this point. They want to go home.
Foul on Brett Wood. 4 minutes, 2 seconds remaining. Jason Sanfilippo checks in. Michael Joyce checks out. The score 50 to 37. Takes the shot. Goes in. Now the score 50-40. Still a 10-point lead for Hills.
That was a deep three, Dylan. It's only 10 with 3:47. I mean, can't count Pascack Valley out. They hit 2 big threes.
And hey, you know what? They keep knocking down threes. They could still come back in this, but now it's just up to Hills to just be able to really close them out.
Clock
Solid
is against
defense.
them, too.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. A Demi for 3. No good. Now it's Thacker inside. Layup for 2 is good. Now it's Yellen for 3. No good. Hills will get the ball back. 3 minutes, 17 seconds remaining. 52-40 with Hills in the lead. Sanfilippo to Belli. Now to a Demi. And Thacker got positioned somewhere in that and was able to put it up for 2, draw the contact, and get an and 1.
That's what we said about him in the pregame. Really did finish underneath the rim as Pulas.
Thacker's shot is good. 55-40. 2 minutes, 52 seconds. Yellen for 3. No good. Now it's Sanfilippo inside to Thacker. Can't lay it up, but Belli can finish it. He'll go up for 2. Timeout called by Pascack Valley. 2 minutes, 35 seconds remaining. The score 57-40. And so at this point, that lead that Pascack Valley cut out for itself has sadly all but disappeared.
Yeah, I mean, Hills was able to, get some stops. Pascack Valley, with some inadvertent shots, they hit some nice shots, but some of them, they should have gotten better looks, and Hills they executed better. And, just really all around playing better. I mean, just the hustle play at the end there off the missed layup. Jake Belli following the rebound and putting it back up and in. Just shows how much, no matter the score in time, how much effort this Hills team is going to play with. So, yeah, they've stretched it out to a 17-point lead now. So,
I know we say usually it isn't over until it's over. Hills has now racked up a 17-point lead. I think now fear has fallen from our eyes. The slight bit of fear that Pascack Valley had a chance in coming back. Though they put up a great game and nearly made a comeback and was only down 6, now that they're down 17 with 2 minutes 35 left, we can say it's pretty much over.
Pascack Valley looking to set something up here. Yellen inside. Shot for 2 is good. Knocks it down, makes it 57-42.
now here comes the point of the game where Pascack Valley needs to force some turnovers. They almost do.
Ball was tipped, but a nice pass out to Wood. Thacker goes up, not able to knock it down. A lot of contact there, and 1 for Nebi Ademi. Two minutes remaining. The score 57-42. Hills in the lead by a wide margin. Nebi's shot goes in. Score now 60-42. Hills in a dominant lead. And that's Michael Joyce stripping away possession, drawing the contact. Some frustration displayed by Pascack Valley, but man, that was a great drive and awareness by Michael Joyce to be able to make that happen.
And we've said it before. Hey, he's a running back and a defensive end. Uses both of those mentalities.
And that's the send-off any teammate deserves.
Grand send-off. Kid put a good game, too. Yellen put a pretty good game.
Pretty good game is an understatement. He was a guy that got it started for Pascack Valley. Anybody that puts up that amount of dedication into his team deserves that sort of send-off.
Yeah, I mean, hit some really big shots to keep him in it, so definitely deserving of that ovation.
Meanwhile, Michael Joyce not able to knock down either of his shots. Ademi able to recover. Now to Joyce. Lays it up for two and in. 62-42, a 20-point difference. A minute 26 remaining. Shot is no good. Really off, if anything. A minute remaining. Michael Joyce driving. Out to Ademi. Lays it up for two. Carter Lewis and J.P. Lemchak coming on for Hills. In fact, almost a full substitution. We now have James Adamo, Michael Joyce, Jake Grosjean, Carter Lewis, and J.P. Lemchak currently on for Hills.
And, you know, you might think that this is garbage time, but, you know, you got 4 guys on the floor right now for Hills who are going to be key parts of this team next season, so.
Shot is no good. Grosjean to Lewis. Contact there. Ball will be going to Pascack Valley. 24 seconds remaining. Out of this point, the game is over. There is no coming back. 3-point shot. Very clean shot there. 15 seconds remaining.
Just going to dribble down now.
Yeah, there's no reason to take any risks. The game's over. They all know it. 5 seconds remaining. That's it. The game is over, and Hills comes off with probably one of the greatest ways you want to start at least this portion of your playoff run out. A 64-45 victory.
Yeah, big win at home. You know, defended home court, and, you know, I think Hills really has a shot at winning this state tournament. I mean, you looked at the teams at the top. You got Sparta, Valley, West Milford. I mean, those are all great teams, but I really think Hills, if they just can stick to their identity and play the way they did tonight, do the things they do well, I think they really have a chance to beat any team in this bracket.
Well, I think about it this way. If they do play like tonight, you might not get games like tonight because there are other teams better than Pascack Valley. But just like you said, if they keep playing the way that they did, dominating the game in every single way possible, then they absolutely have a chance at this state tournament.
And, you know, one of the things if we had to talk MVP of this game, I think, at least for me, I don't even think that there is a real question as to who it is. You two might disagree with me, but I'll prove either of you wrong anyway. 100% it's Nebi Ademi.
Yeah, I wouldn't really agree with you. Pulas played a great game, too. Other guys played really nice. Belli is always doing his usual thing, but I think you're right, Dylan. Nebi was really just hustling the entire game, up and down the floor. He was hustling hard. I can't even count the amount of offensive rebounds he grabbed. I mean, he was really just playing his butt off all game, and yeah, he does deserve the MVP award. He played an excellent game tonight.
I would have to agree with you. Nebi, since day one, he has been killing it. And the playoffs, county and state so far, he has truly been showing what he is capable of. In the county tournament, he played incredible. And in this game, he has played maybe one of the best games of his season so far.
The definition of consistency for this matchup. And anyway, my name is Orren King, joined alongside Aaron Hook and Luca Yanuzzi. Signing off for now. Have a good night.